Thank you for joining us today. My name is Andrea McEwen Henderson, and I will be your host today. I am one of the national account managers with College Recruiter. Today we will be speaking with Nicolette Jackson, National Account Manager for Consumer Marketing at College Recruiter. We're going to be discussing how to reach students in the back-to-school consumer race. College Recruiter is the leading niche job board used by recent college graduates to find entry-level jobs and students to find internships. College Recruiter is used by recent grads and students of every 1, 2, and 4-year college and graduate school in the U.S. Nicolette, thank you so much for joining us today. So I want to jump right in, and as you know, back-to-school marketing, it's here. And so we know that back-to-school marketing has increased dramatically in the last 3 years. Can you tell us how this is affecting the digital advertising landscape?
Absolutely. Hi, Andrea. So we know that nearly half of back-to-school items will be purchased online this year. We're seeing a tremendous investment in the way brands are using social media and online marketing strategies in order to engage this, what is very basically an important consumer audience. Though we can often equate college kids with negligible purchasing power, or teenagers spent actually close to $1 billion of their own money on back-to-school items last year. So while overall college back-to-school spending, surpassed well over $30 billion.
Wow. Okay. So then what are some ways marketers are targeting this most sought-after group?
Well, many brands have started to embrace segmentation, which is basically targeting by various selects and categories. Geography would be one example. So it's a great way to tap into a specific group of students at a university or within a certain zip code of your retail store. So companies can actually really customize, or even better yet, personalize their messaging to a very specific segment of this consumer base. It really depends on where they live, where they play, what gender they are, what age range they're in. And armed with this kind of information, you can actually target your message and send relevant emails, create college landing pages, design campaigns that look like they were meant for students instead of the mass audience that you're normally reaching. Brands are also seeing the necessity of providing students with a real incentive. So offering special student discounts is one way, but it's not your only option, of course. You need to treat this demographic as you would any other vital market segment and try to provide a better service, maybe, even offer a free trial, more personalized content, that sort of thing. So it's never too late, I would say, to research ways you can demarcate yourself from the crowd.
Sounds good. So how important is internet advertising compared to other platforms?
Well, I guess I would say next to listening to their friends' recommendations, I think online promotions were probably the biggest influence in making a purchasing decision last year. So second was noted as being mobile offers, and brands have to have a good mobile strategy. College students are on their smartphones from morning till night. We all know that. So they're heavily engaged with social apps like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, for example, and they're looking for authentic interactions with brands within these social environments. So mobile search allows consumers an unprecedented opportunity, really, to not only look at reviews in store, but also price shop while they're there. I would say that whatever the promotional opportunity, meeting your shopper across every channel through the entire buying process is actually key. Their interaction with your brand has to be seamless. A student should be able to receive an email promo in her inbox, her Gmail account, and then a week later, maybe use her, her smartphone at the store to redeem that offer. So it has to transition very, very effortlessly from one medium to the other, from one device to another.
Mm-hmm. So you've talked a little bit, about email marketing. Is there anything else you want to elaborate on around email marketing?
Well, despite the popular notion that young people look at email like an old-fashioned fuddy-duddy way of communication, it actually is still a significant method of engagement with this demographic. So marketers should not deny, really the inherent opportunities that come from a strong email campaign. A lot of my clients are consumer brands and, as you know, higher education institutions, and both of which warrant this type of investment. So with all advertising, you have to know your audience and you have to play to your audience. And as we discussed, segmentation can be super granular with email, and that's really a great way to target a pre-qualified demographic. It's really quite unique in the advertising world.
Great. And my last question for you is, what are some top spending categories for the back-to-school season?
Yeah, well, not too surprisingly, research shows that college kids love to shop. Big surprise there, right? So in general, they support those habits, through income from their parents. We were all there, part-time jobs. Most college kids have credit cards, at least one. So, I would say their top categories for back to school and probably really through their college careers are, food, number one, followed by apparel, automotive, that actually came in number three, which is kind of fun. And of course, technology. That's no surprise to anybody. So, I think savvy marketers know that these kids are, they're making independent purchasing decisions, and they're doing so basing them on brands that resonate the most with them. So how they choose to nurture and influence this market segment, can actually develop into brand loyalty in the long run and well into adulthood.
Thank you so much for that great insight and for joining us today. And just giving us, again, some insight in how to reach students in this back-to-school consumer race. Thanks again, Nicolette. Have a great day.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.